Happy Super Bowl Sunday. And here is Course in Miracles number 60 video. And I'm talking a little bit about sports, because it's Super Bowl Sunday. I am doing this one live, so you could actually comment or chime in on this one. But I'll also make it brief. So sports are a big part of my life. What, if anything, does the Course in Miracles say about sports? It absolutely says nothing about sports. Obviously, we in this life we have interests. One of my big interests is sports. One of my other big interests is spiritual study, spiritual work, and then basically probably real estate are my top three interests. Things that I do, things that I spend a lot of time on. um, and there's other people interested in sports. There's other people that spend time on their work like I do with my business and real estate, and there's other people that spend time on spiritual things, and then there's not a lot of people that spend time in their mind on spiritual things. So let me backtrack though. We'll get to what the point of this one is in a minute. Who are you rooting for the Super Bowl? I care less and less about like NFL than I probably ever did in the history of my life since I was 10 years old. Like literally the least interested. I'll still watch the game. Probably would like San Francisco to win compared to the Chiefs because the Chiefs have been winning, but I don't know. I kind of like to see a good game. And then, for example, online, I know there's a lot of Christian players on both these teams. Like I see Brock Purdy, he is, Christian and faith is big to him. And I think that is a slight advantage. Like Brock Purdy kind of came out of nowhere, last quarterback drafted. And I don't know. I do think faith gives you an advantage when you use it the way God wants you to understand it to your best ability within whatever you do. And the advantage is sometimes it can catch you from going down the wrong path. The advantage is sometimes it can help you have a little more patience than you would have or are used to have. Sometimes it can help you instead of getting down or upset at somebody, maybe you can turn it around and help them or guide them. So I remember years ago, and if you're a Viking fan, you remember when the NFC Championship game against the Saints. It was like 2009, and Brett Favre threw the pass across his body, and we didn't get to the Super Bowl. I was literally like mad, upset, sick for a couple weeks, which is insane. And I think if Course in Miracles said anything about sports, it would say that kind of thinking is insane. Like, why are you doing that? It makes no sense. But I did that. And then over the years, I'd still get worked up, say, if the Vikings lost. And this year, I barely watched the Vikings. A couple times I did. I got a little annoyed at them. But for the most part, I was glad I didn't watch them much because they had what I would say, if you were a big Vikings fan, a bit of an annoying season. Now, you might think, or I might think, oh, I've come a long way. I don't get annoyed with sports. But yesterday with my sixth grade basketball team, I coached, like we didn't play our best effort. There's things, obviously, we have to work on. We've been winning games, and in youth sports, there's different levels. Like for basketball, there's A, B, and C level. And we've been winning most of our B level games. And then we played a couple A or B plus level teams, one for sure A team. And we didn't get those games yesterday. And just in general, we didn't play as well. So then I was like, wow, there's all this stuff we got to work on. So then me as the coach is annoyed, not necessarily 100% annoyed at the kids. It's more like, okay, well, this is stuff I knew we had to work on. I worked on other things. So should have I worked on these other things and compared to these other things? And then you start to question it. And I think sports are very interesting because of that. It allows you to get immediate feedback based on a sport. Like if you play baseball, immediate feedback. You're at bat, you get out, you strike out. Feedback is you failed the at bat, right? Or you get a hit, you maybe did good that bat. Basketball, you missed a shot, make a shot. You failed the shot, you succeeded in the shot. I know it's not that simple, but in a way it is. And you can quickly get feedback. And sometimes things go your way and sometimes things don't go your way. And how do you respond? So I think if anything, the Course in Miracles when it comes to sports is how you respond. And part of it is sometimes doing the spiritual work, like, I probably could still have better responses in many situations. So I catch myself getting somewhat frustrated with myself, and sports will do that to you. And I think the Course in Miracles, if you watch any of these videos, it's about expressing love. It's about forgiveness. It's about seeing other people and yourself as guiltless, not guilty, not as sinners, but as guiltlessness, and that's why you're supposed to be forgiving. So, does it have anything to do with sports when you're watching it? Probably just enjoy the sport and pick somebody to root for and have a good time with the people you're hanging around with, and have good conversations and build other people up. And when you catch yourself not doing that, just remember that that's not how you're designed to be. You are designed to be loving, designed to be forgiving, designed for faithfulness. And we're not always, and sometimes the immediate feedback on that is, oh, I failed at that. But in basketball, there's the next possession you could do well. In baseball, there's the next at bat. Same with football, there's the next play. So same with your life. You could get immediate feedback and have a little bit of a, oh, that didn't go well, but you get another try literally the next minute or instant, just like a sport. So that's what I wanted to relay to you today. Watching the sport, have fun watching it, root for your favorite team. Course of Miracles has nothing to do with it other than basically what I just explained. Like we don't have to judge every moment. Sometimes we do that in sports. We don't have to judge every moment, but we can learn from every moment and be more helpful from it. So, and we're all probably working on it just like myself. So have a great blessed day and hope for a good game today, like a close one.